We're in sunny Italy. We're in Imola for one of our home Grand Prix. I really wish they actually had Mugello in the game. Of course, that was in 2020, so I doubt we're going to get Mugello. But as we go into the weekend here, as you can see, qualifying, it's no went according to plan here for Ferrari. But you know what? We're starting P10, P11 actually. We've actually got qualified by the guy who replaced Carlos Sainz, but here we are, starting the sprint, looking to get the job done, and it's a bit of a we have a laggy start here, but hopefully we can use our straight line speed to advantage. We weren't that good over one lap, but that's probably going to be a worry because when you're getting practically no wings, folks, you really need those no wings to get the job done for you in quali because they just eat tyres. So let's see how we're going to do here. 11 laps of the sprint. I'm not really expecting an awful lot, but we've got Esteban Ocon in front of us. But the Ferrari's got some really good downforce, so running no wings is good, but Ocon, as you can see, kind of just closes the door. I kind of forced my hand a wee bit, probably a wee bit unnecessary if we're being honest. But moving on to the end of lap one, we've got so much superior straight line speed. If we're side by side with somebody, we are overtaking them. And as you can see, on his teammate as well, Alexander Albon dealt with, Danny Rick dealt with. Just an insane. Moving on to lap 7, fastest lap. We overtake Norris, almost fucking overtake Hamilton. But as you can see, moving on to the final lap, Verstappen engine failure holds up Perez, and then we end up getting Hamilton. We overtake 3 of our championship rivals literally on the same straight. Absolutely insane. But I think I said Lando Norris retired, and then George Russell's out. So obviously chaos has ensued behind. As you see, Norris is retired, but there's been a Haas that's spun. Norris is retired. So as you can see, here is the Haas. It just drops it on its own accord, spins round, Russell straight into the back of it, causes a pile up. If red flags were in the game, that would probably warrant one. But look at that, Russell straight into the back of the Haas. Not good. But moving on, Leclerc has won. We finished second, 11th to second in a sprint race. Is fucking phenomenal. You cannot argue that. So yeah, it's a mixed up grid for the Imola Grand Prix, the Emilio Rigado Grand Prix, but it's a Ferrari 1-2 here on home turf. What can we do? Hopefully big things. But as you see, it's the 5 red lights and away we go. Leclerc gets a decent start. We don't really get a decent start. It's the second phase of the start that's just killed us, but again, with our superior straight line speed, the second phase is helping. Can we go through the middle? We attempt to go through the middle. Hamilton hits us, Perez locks up, we go across the gravel trap. Absolute chaos at the start, but we didn't actually make contact with Perez. He just locked up on his own. While Hamilton actually did clip us, and he's probably gonna have to pit. He's damaged his front wing end plate. But again, for Hamilton, you've nowhere to go, mate. You have to back out. I don't understand what the fuck he was thinking about in that moment. But moving on to lap 3, we were fucking run megally wide there with Albon quite close to us, while Leclerc is pulling a bit of a gap. Moving on to lap 4 with Albon 2 tenths behind us. He's looking to drag us up the hill. Our medium tyres just kind of not really lasting here. And now Alexander Albon thinking about a manoeuvre and just launches it. I mean, an absolute idiotic manoeuvre there. And the safety car's been deployed. And when we watch this from his on board, what is he thinking, right? Yes, there's space, but the fuck, there's space before the corner, not at the corner, Albon. Don't understand what he's went for. We've decided to pit. We're putting on the hard compound tyre. And you know what, guys? I think I might just try and stick this bad boy to the end. And look who we've got in front of us. We have got the main man himself, Alexander Albon, the guy who absolutely poleaxed us for no reason. Essentially cost us a chance of winning this Grand Prix. And barring a miracle, I'm not expecting big things here. We're literally last, so hopefully we can do well. But unbelievably, it's Charles Leclerc who's went straight on at turn 1. I don't know what's going on there. Hamilton and Albon getting backed up here. Can we overtake Hamilton? Thought about it, but again, you just see, man, when you battle, you just lose so much time. Albon clips us. We try and hang it around the outside of Albon. Thankfully, doesn't take us out. Hamilton, now Latifi, all going very slow. With Lando Norris ahead of us, we're trying to get the manoeuvre done. We squeeze Latifi, but we get that manoeuvre done as we bounce over the fucking sausage curbs. Not good. Now into, it's not a DRS yet. It's not. I know it's just got a nail, but we don't technically have it. We overtake Norris. That was relatively easy. Up next though is Sergio Perez, but he's overtook Bottas, so we overtake. I mean, let's just get the straight line speed so good. It just makes up for your lack of cornering speed. It really fucking does. Makes you basically cannot get overtook. We overtake Perez. Lance Stroll up next here. So we look behind us, fucking hell, a bit of lag there, and we overtake Lance Stroll, and that was a good We manoeuvre, moving on, we got another yellow flag. Sebastian Vettel is going slow, looks like an engine problem for him. We overtake Gasly while we're at it, just like we did in the L Sprint. Moving on a wee bit, we've got Verstappen and Guan Yu Zhou battling for the same bit of tarmac. We try and hang it around the outside, but Verstappen just somehow lets go of the throttle. We overtake him. Could have, and Verstappen's went into the gravel trap. Wee bit naughty for us, but you know what? It's a tough American economy, son. And you tried to you tried to mess with Big Stevie, but we've overtook Guan Yu Zhou. We run wide, but with just so much more straight line speed, we will hang on to this position down the straight. Moving on a wee bit now, and the cars are beginning to come in to the pits. Yuki Tsunoda has overtook Russell. Russell's actually got a bit of a problem. We hang it right round the outside, which becomes the inside, and fucking hell, man, we near actually drove into the wall. But as you see, everyone else has pitted, and at this point, I was kind of just debating, well, what do I do? And I was like, you know what, I'm going to stay out. And unbelievably, folks, the tyres lasted. The tyres lasted. We move on to the last lap. Magnussen and Ocon did manage to catch us, but you know the straight line speed was that good. We literally could not get overtaken, and we've won. We've won in Imola. Absolutely unreal. Lovely jubbly. As you can see, we won. We got the most points over the weekend. Leclerc actually did a decent recovery drive, but things are looking good here for Ferrari. As the next race is Miami. I'm going to Miami. Miami. Don't do the down with the heaters on. I'm bottom, break it down. We're going to Maranello because we're going to win the titles. Till next time, though. That's it for Imola. Peace.